evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the At Midnite Show, and tonight we have one of the most unusual guests, one of the most famous record artists, or I'll say CD artist or whatever, Count Smokula.
There is it. Oh, he's here. Hey! Welcome. Hey, thank you. Hey?
It's such a pleasure to see you. And, you know, your new CD, by the way, I have some previews of some of the titles. I just have to go over them because there's just so many things I want to ask you about this.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, one of them, which is, I think, is really funny, but you'll have to tell me how. Did you write this, by the way, the music for this?
Of course. What do you think? I sit home doing nothing?
Well, I can't tell. I mean, do you have a home?
Choking my chicken here? I don't know. I scribbly wibbly. I have a home.
You have a home?
Yeah.
You have a country?
Well, yeah. I mean, I come from Glipsch, Pennsylvania originally, but of course I came to the Hollywood of the California because that's where the action is.
Well, I guess so, but in your country, do they have, music and films and so forth, etc.?
What, are you kidding me? We invented this stuff. We had musics from thousands of years ago. We were beating on rocks, sticks, stones, and then squeeze boxes, ocarinas, and also the Hammond organ. We had a B2, and we had a B3, we had a B6, and we had a niacin. Hammond organ. That's why everybody was so happy, and extraordinarily glad.
Now we know where the Hammond organ comes from, ladies and gentlemen. But let me ask you about this particular song, that you can at least explain it to me.
Yes, sir.
Poultry Guys?
Poultry Guys, yes. One of the greatest tunes in the history of mankind. Womankind, man unkind, woman unkind, etc. This was a song for the trauma movie of the same name called Poultry Guys. And we made a special music video. We were talking so much about the great world of music videos. We made it for the trauma.
Was it about chickens?
It was about, chickens, zombie chickens, big ones. They lived in a fast food place. They come up, they got big, they killed and ate the people that were supposed to eat them.
Very good. So, this is really a chicken beat, right?
Oh, absolutely. A chicken. And you should see the video on YouTube.
Well, let me ask you about this one, which I think I've heard this one. It's called Boris Karloff Blues. Is this a bunch of blues guys together?
This is one of the greatest songs, again, in the history of the entire universe. This was a song I did with the great Ray Campy, rockabilly superstar, Stephen Bardo, and the gang back in the crypt. We was making a song to honor the great Boris Karloff, who was one of the great horror stars in the history of cinematographers.
I see here you have a national anthem.
Of course.
It's Smokylvania?
Smoke Sylvania, you're the nation. Of course, every country needs a national anthem, right?
Well, there's no question we have one here in the United States, but you have one also. But where is it?
You got one yourself. I heard of it. Oh, can you see?
Yeah, well, yes, of course. But let me ask you, where is your country? I mean, is there a
That's a good question. It used to be in Europe, Pennsylvania, but my homies was very clever people. They realized the weather in Europe stunk, so they moved the country brick by brick, stone by stone, tree by tree, to parts unknown. We think perhaps the South Pacific.
So, in other words, you're telling me that the country was lifted up?
No, the country was actually moved. The people
broken up?
They wouldn't break anything. They just picked it up. They put it on a hoist, a lift, and they put it, I think, on a boat. I don't know. I'm looking for these characters. They should be singing, dancing Smokylvanian songs somewhere under a coconut or palm tree, and that's why we're trying to raise money by sales of this great album, so we can create an expedition of people like you to come on the boat and look for my Smokylvanian homies.
And that's where you sing the national anthem of Smokesylville, or Smokylvania.
Yeah. If we sang it, we would go, Smokesylvania, you're the nation. Everyone would salute this wretched flag we had, and then we would, of course, you know, go out and have schlabans and sing and dance and have a good time while we would eat schlapperwood, which was a concoction made from beans.
From beans?
Smoked Sylvanian beans. It was a special kind.
You have so many songs on, you know, in the new album. You have one that really interests me, but with the bean leading in from beans was it's the Tales from the Crapper.
Tales from the Crapper. Another great Chroma movie with the great Lloyd Kaufman. The kingpin of Chroma Films was starring in as the Crap Master. And this was actually the title song for the divot. You know what the divot is? The divot.
The divot.
That's right. The divot is what they put the movie on a little discular thing, and then you play it and you put it in a divot player, and you watch it at home. And you could see this. And
I see that. And the music, this is soundtrack type music, I take it, you know.
You wouldn't take it.
Was it big orchestras?
It was the Smokes of the Count Smokula Orchestra. We played it. We played it well. I sang it. I wouldn't say it was like Tchaikovsky or Rimsky-Korsakowski or anything like this, but it was maybe better. I don't know. It's Tales from the Crapper. I like sex and violence. I like blood and guts. I like the sound of silence.
This
till
sounds
it
like
drives me totally nuts.
This must be a most dramatic album, Count. I mean, did you play on it yourself?
Absolutely. I played the squeeze box. I played the harmonicas. I played the guitars. I played the jaw harp. What else? I played with my various organs. I don't know what I played, but I had a good time and I was singing like a boy.
I hope our audience really understands Count Smokula's diverse talents, which he certainly has here by the titles of these wonderful songs that he has. Zombie being one.
Zombie, a big number.
You know, Diva. Is it Diva Don Jesse? Is it?
What are you talking about?
I can't pronounce it.
Dita Von Teese. Burlesque Queen. One of the great burlesque queens, that inspiration to the entire universe, the world, everything. Beautiful.
So in other words, you did the whole thing with the music for the dancing, or was it just strictly?
You know, she could dance, no, but it was an ode, a ballad, a legendary tribute to the queen of burlesque.
Okay, great. We should have her on the show whenever the producers and maybe we can get her on the show.
Yeah, we'll get her on the show if you got air conditioning.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about Die You Zombie Bastards?
Another great film tune from Caleb Emerson's masterpiece. Die You Zombie Bastards. There he had 10 or 15 or 20, whatever, title songs. And this was the one that seemed to get a lot of attention.
Well, I could imagine that he would.
Absolutely.
I mean, and being a zombie, I can understand the difficulty. You know, I just noticed something about that. I'm looking at your ring.
Yes.
It was absolutely fantastic. And
yes.
It reminds me a lot of the great Liberace. He had a lot of great rings.
Yeah, the Liberace. But the thing about the Liberace, he spent a lot of money on it. You know what I mean?
Well, he did. I knew Liberace, and he was on our show many times, but he spent a lot of money for his ring.
But it's true, but V. Smoke Sylvania is very clever, right?
Yeah.
He spent dollars, we spent pennies.
It's wonderful, Count. I mean, I've got to tell you that I know that our audience, and I can hear them buzzing out there now, are really looking forward to getting your album. And this is probably one of the most diverse albums that will be coming out, you know, any minute, any second, any day, and it's got to be. I don't know what to say. This is, you know, how would you describe it?
I would describe it like the ocean. It's deep, and deeper. They would want to dance, sing, jump around to it, and play it over and over and over again after they buy it. With the MP3s and the CDs and the DVDs and the this and that. When it's all said and done, settled, and the dust is disappearing in the wilderness, they'll love this album. And by the way, this is going on to YouTube, right?
Yes.
So I have been a student of the English language for a long time, and I realize you called them an audience. Audience means they hear it. But this, they're not only hearing, but they're seeing it. They're Avidians. Congratulations, folks! You didn't even know it! You are Nvidians!
Thank you, Count Smokula, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Ray at Midnight Show, and we want to tell you this was a most unusual show.
Hello, Boris. It's your old friend, Count Smokula.
Hello, Count. Nice of you to drop by.
I loved you in Frankenstein, and I loved you so much in The Mummy that I wrote you a rap song.
What a surprise.
Well, not exactly a rap song. I'm gonna sing you the blues.
My word.
He was the best mummy that ever was rapped.
No one in my audience would ever dare take a nap.
He was frightening as Frankenstein's monster too. Scared the living daylights out of me and you. I got the Boris color blues. Yeah, the Boris color blues. Go tell your Aunt Doris and Uncle Morris. Let's sing another chorus of the Boris color blues.